Hello, I'm Ayesha Shehmir, the editor of Harper's Bazaar Interiors, and today we're at the Casa Milano showroom in Dubai with director Azhar Sajan to discuss the brand's journey so far, the latest home trends to look out for in the region, and what's next in store for Casa Milano. As a brand heavily inspired by art, heritage, and Italian craftsmanship, what was the biggest motivation behind launching Casa Milano back in 2019?
Well, my family has been in the building material business for the past 27 years. Right around that time, they wanted to do something different in 2019. We were also building my uncle's house at that moment, and they looked around the entire UAE and they weren't happy with exactly the options they found for any of the things. So it's kind of shocking. And they traveled across the world to procure material because this was one of the biggest houses we're going to have, and why not? And at the dinner table, basically, the idea popped actually about Casa Milano and why that there's an untapped market here, and thus we wanted to create something new in this vacuum. And so I took it upon myself as an opportunity that I'm young, let's do this. This is a great opportunity to begin with, and it's a new venture for the company as well. So yeah, that's how Casa Milano started. We traveled across Europe, meeting different partners and building relationships with them, and finally creating this space around you.
And the designs and materials really combine art and luxury living to create sensorial experiences rather than just adding beauty to the home. Why is creating immersive experiences through design so important?
Actually, it's very important because of the fact that, everyone is here looking for an experience. And before we actually hit the ground, I told myself, if we're going to be doing this, we need to do it right. It doesn't have to be necessarily by the book. The idea was, even if a customer doesn't come in and purchase anything, that's okay. The idea for them is to have an experience they've never seen before, because I've seen many stores around me who are in the similar business, and they don't provide that service factor, which is surprising very much to me. And I believe that that's the X factor I need to focus on. And the experience when a client walks in, they should feel like, wow, I've been taken care of to the best of my abilities. And that's about it. You take a round of the entire store. Every mock-up is trying to tell you a story. So the idea is to get the best service possible, regardless of what happens.
Wonderful. And there's a variety of brands to choose from when it comes to tiles. Can you reveal some of your top picks?
Well, we're sitting right now in one of my favorite mock-ups. It's the newly built Versace Maximus series mock-up. It's a different tile altogether. Because it's Versace, it will sell. That's one of the reasons. But I really like this new design. If you can see at the background with different alphabets and different structure of design and each one. And it's possible to customize this as well. And the other favorite tile I have right now is the Roberto Cavalli Lush series. These are both very new, and we're the only ones in the market having exclusivity for it.
Lovely. And with so many of us redecorating over the past 12 months or so, have you noticed any new home trends that we should be aware of?
Every person that walked in after the lockdown that happened, they all had a different set of visions. And my goal and my team's goal was to see that vision come true. So whatever their vision, I want to envision for them.
Now, your father is the vice chairman of Danube Group, one of the largest building material companies in the region. Having spent so much time in the Danube offices, what is the biggest lesson you've learned?
I actually did spend a lot of time in the Danube offices, you're right. From, I would say, 2014 till Casa Milano. And I had to see different experiences. But the one thing I do remember what my dad was telling me a lot was, it's very clear, that you should have passion in whatever you're doing. If you don't have passion in whatever field you choose and whatever you choose to do, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to do well. When I got into it, I understood it finally, and I enjoyed what I was doing. So this isn't exactly work for me. This is more of a playground. You can do whatever you like with it and make the most out of it.
And what's next for Casa Milano?
What's next for Casa Milano is that we're going to be opening a new store in Abu Dhabi very soon. I will definitely give you an invite. And yes, that's going to be the next step for Casa Milano. We are going to be expanding into different cities, different countries, but we're going to take it step by step. The market is always volatile, but the right step now is to move into Abu Dhabi, and that's where we're going to be at very soon, by the end of this year, hopefully.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us.